Welcome back, RF Coins, your number one destination for rare coin discoveries, untold coin histories, and the current market values that could turn your pocket change into real treasure. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1977 Lincoln penny, a small copper coin that has caught the attention of collectors worldwide. Yes, the humble 1977 penny might just be worth more than you think. Could that little cent in your collection, or even in your old piggy bank, be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars today? Stay with us until the very end because we are going to reveal the true value, the hidden history, and the market secrets of this incredibly overlooked yet powerful little coin. Part 1. A coin born in change. Story of the 1977 Lincoln penny. Let's roll back the clock to the year 1977. The United States was celebrating its bicentennial era, post-Vietnam War recovery was in effect, inflation was rising, and the American economy was shifting gears. Amid this change, the U.S. Mint quietly struck the now legendary 1977 Lincoln cent, made from 95% copper and 5% zinc. It weighed 3.11 grams and was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia no mint mark, Denver marked with a D, San Francisco proof coins marked with an S. The obverse features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a design first introduced in 1909 to commemorate his 100th birthday. The reverse carries the majestic Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo. This coin may look ordinary, but it's far from it. Part 2. What makes the 1977 penny valuable? Not all pennies are created equal. In the case of the 1977 Lincoln penny, a few key factors make it an exciting treasure for collectors: condition/grade. The higher the grade, the higher the value. A 1977 Lincoln cent in MS-67 red condition can command big prices at auction. And if you have one still in pristine, untouched mint state, you may be sitting on a small fortune. Errors and varieties. Collectors love error coins, and the 1977 penny has several that are highly sought after. Double die obverse DDO, where Lincoln's face and inscriptions are slightly doubled center strikes, coins that weren't struck perfectly. BE errors, a small die break between the letters B and E in Liberty that looks like an I. These error coins can bring in serious money, especially in mint state condition. Rarity. While over 4.4 billion 1977 pennies were struck, finding high-grade examples or errors today is rare. Many have been worn down through circulation, but collectors are hunting for the few that remain in perfect condition. Part 3. Market value in 2025. What is a 1977 penny really worth? Now let's talk money, because this is what we all want to know. A regular circulated 1977 penny may still only be worth 1 cent. But when it comes to uncirculated, error, or high-grade coins, things get much more exciting. As of today, in 2025, the market value for rare 1977 Lincoln cents is skyrocketing. Here are real numbers. A 1977 MS-65 red penny is selling for $15 to $35. A 1977 MS-67 RD penny has sold for over $500. Rare errors, like double dies, have reached $998.070 at auction. Proof 1977 S coins in PR69 DCAM can go from $50 to $300 plus, depending on demand. So yes, that tiny copper coin you might have could be worth hundreds or even nearly $1,000 depending on its condition and uniqueness. Part 4. How to check if your 1977 penny is rare. So what do you do now? You check your collection. Here's what to look for. Start with the date, 1977 or 1977 D. Examine the condition. Does it still shine red? Are the edges crisp? No scratches. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop. Weigh it. It should be 3.11 grams. Compare with known error examples. DDOs, centers, and BIEs are hot in demand. Get it graded. PCGS or NGC certification increases value and buyer trust. Part 5. Real success stories. Let's talk real collectors. Some ordinary folks just like you have turned their old pennies into massive gains. A collector in Ohio found a 1977 D with a rare misstrike. It sold $4.975. Another buyer discovered a 1977 S proof in untouched condition. He auctioned it $4.310. One lucky seller found a double die obverse penny and flipped it for nearly $1,000. That's the power of knowing what you have. OUTRO. Final words from RFCONS. If you've got a 1977 Lincoln penny in your drawer, wallet, coin jar, or collection, don't underestimate it. Check it. Study it. Get it appraised. Because what looks like a simple cent might actually be a copper treasure worth real money, and remember, every coin has a story, and every story has value. If you love this deep dive into the 1977 Lincoln penny, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to RF Coins, and ring the bell icon so you never miss a hidden gem in the world of coins. Drop a comment below. Do you have a 1977 penny? Maybe it's worth more than you think. Let us know. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and always keep an eye on your change. This is RF Coins, signing. Outro music fades out. Today's video is all about a small copper-colored coin that might be sitting in your pocket right now, but could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Yes, we're talking about the 1984 Lincoln penny, a coin that's not just a part of history, but could also become a part of your fortune. Stay tuned until the very end. We'll reveal how one particular 1984 penny sold for an astonishing price, and what makes it so valuable today in the collector's market, with its current price climbing close to $998.069. Almost $1 for a single penny. Let's dig in, right now, only on RF Coins. Chapter 1. A brief history of the Lincoln CNT. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. By 1984, this humble cent had been circulating for 75 years, carrying decades of American history in its copper and zinc body. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a major change, switching from 95% copper to copper-plated zinc, due to rising copper prices. By 1984, the new composition was standard, but little did people know, something unusual was happening with some of these coins, something that would catch the eye of sharp collectors. Chapter 2. The 1984 Lincoln penny. Why is it now? Let's focus on the 1984 Lincoln cent, minted in both Philadelphia no mint mark and Denver with a D mint mark. In total, over 14 billion pennies were struck that year. So why would such a common coin be so valuable? Here's where the story gets fascinating. The 1984 Lincoln penny is famous for a very rare and dramatic double die error, known as the 1984 double die obverse. On this version, Lincoln's ear appears doubled, and the doubling is clearly visible to the naked eye. This error occurred due to a mistake during the die creation process, a rare fluke that caused a second impression slightly offset from the first. The result? A penny that stands out dramatically from the rest, and coin collectors love it. This doubling is not subtle. It's one of the clearest and most recognized double dies in the Lincoln cent series. Chapter 3. Collector value. What's your 1984 penny worth today? Alright, let's talk money. If you have a regular 1984 Lincoln penny, it's worth just about 1 cent, maybe slightly more in uncirculated condition, but if you have the 1984 double die obverse, hold on to it tight. Depending on the condition, this coin can be worth in circulated condition $150 to $300, in uncirculated condition $500 to $200 in high mint state. MS65 or above prices soar beyond $2,000, and in perfect condition graded MS67 red, sales have been recorded over $3,500 or more, and that's not all. The current market demand for these coins is strong. Collectors are actively buying 1984 double die pennies at auctions and online marketplaces. One coin recently sold at a major auction for close to $998.069, yes, nearly $1 for a single cent, due to its rarity and high-grade condition. Chapter 4. How to identify a rare 1984 PNNY. So how do you know if you have a valuable one? Here's what to look for. Check Lincoln's ear. On the 1984 double die, you'll clearly see a second earlobe beneath the original one. Look closely at the date and liberty. Though the doubling is focused on the ear, sometimes there may be light doubling elsewhere. Use a magnifying glass or take the coin to a local coin shop or grading service. Coins with full red color, sharp details, and no scratches or stains are worth the most. Don't underestimate those old jars of change. One of these rare coins could be sitting right there, waiting to change your life. Chapter 5 Market Demand and Trends in 2025 inches. Today's coin market, especially in 2025, there's a rising demand for error coins and unique variations. Younger collectors are entering the hobby thanks to social media and YouTube channels like this one. As a result, prices are trending upward. The 1984 Lincoln Double Die Penny is considered one of the top collectible Lincoln cents after the famous 1955 Double Die and the 1972 variety. It's featured in almost every collector's checklist, and its price continues to rise steadily. Right now, dealers are offering premium prices for these coins, especially those certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC. If you have a coin that's been properly graded and preserved, you could fetch hundreds, or thousands, depending on the quality. Chapter 6 Tips for Selling or Buying a 1984 Lincoln PNNY. Thinking of buying or selling one? Here's what you should keep in mind: certification matters. Always buy or sell coins that are authenticated and graded by trusted services. Condition is king. Coins with original mint red color are valued higher than brown or worn ones. Avoid cleaning your coins, it lowers the value drastically. Check online marketplaces like eBay, Great Collections, or heritage auctions to see what similar coins are selling for. Local coin dealers can also help assess value, but always get multiple opinions before selling. OUTRO, final word and call TOACT. Next time you're digging through a coin jar, opening a roll of pennies from the bank, or checking change from a store, keep your eyes wide open. The 1984 Lincoln penny might look ordinary, but if you spot that doubled ear, you're holding a tiny treasure worth real money. What do you think? Do you have a 1984 penny hiding in plain sight? Let me know in the comments if you found one, or if you have questions about coin grading and value. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to RF Coins, your #1 source for coin stories, values, and market updates. Turn on the bell icon so you never miss a single video, because your next coin could be the one that changes everything. Until next time, happy collecting. This is RF Coins, where every coin has a story, and every story has value. Could be worth more than just 1 cent. What if I told you that the 1989 Lincoln penny might just be hiding in plain sight, and could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Welcome to RF Coins, where we reveal the hidden treasures in your pocket change. History of the 1989 Lincoln penny. 031 3:00 voiceover. The 1989 Lincoln penny is part of one of the most iconic coin series in American history, the Lincoln cent, which began in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on his 100th birthday. By 1989, this humble 1-cent piece had already seen many changes, but one thing remained the same: its powerful connection to American culture and coin collectors around the world. In 1989, the Lincoln penny was minted at 3 different U.S. mint facilities. Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver marked, San Francisco Proof Coins marked, made from 97.5% zinc and coated with a thin layer of copper. The 1989 penny might look ordinary, but certain errors, conditions, and minting details can make it incredibly valuable. Rare varieties and errors. 301 7:30 voiceover. Now this is where it gets exciting. Some 1989 Lincoln pennies were minted with rare and unusual errors that drastically increased their market value. Here are just a few examples you need to look out for. Double die obverse. This means the front of the coin, the side with Lincoln's portrait, shows doubling on the date, the word liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." These rare errors can easily fetch between $150 and $1,200 depending on condition. Center strike. Some 1989 pennies were struck center due to a misaligned die. If more than 50% of the design is missing but Lincoln's profile is still visible, it could be worth $100 to $500. Repunched mint marks. RPMS. Denver and San Francisco coins may have mint marks that were punched more than once, creating a ghosted or shadow-like effect. These rarities sell for $50 to $400 in auctions. Broadstrike and clipped planchet errors. A coin with a broadstrike has no distinct rim and appears stretched. A clipped planchet has a small part of the metal disc cut off during production. Both types can bring in $30 to $300, depending on severity and condition. Market value in 2025. 731 10:00 voiceover now. Let's talk money.as of this year, 2025. The 1989 Lincoln penny in uncirculated condition can be worth, regular 1989 penny in mint state $1 to $5.00 proof 1989. Penny deep cameo $10 to $25 rare error coins $100 to over $1 500 the most expensive graded 1989 DMS 68 RD sold for over $998.069 in a private auction. That's right, a coin worth 1 cent could sell for nearly $1,000. Imagine finding one of those in your old coin jar or change drawer. How to check your coins 1001 12:00 voiceover want to know if you're holding onto a small fortune. Here's how to start checking your 1989 pennies. Use a magnifying glass or digital coin microscope, check for doubling, center strikes, or weird mint marks. Compare it to certified examples online. For top dollar, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC, and remember, condition is everything. A well-preserved coin with sharp details and little to no wear can fetch significantly higher prices. Why collectors love the 1989 penny 1201, 13:30 voiceover collectors love the 1989 Lincoln penny not just for its potential value, but also for its place in American history. By the late 80s, the Lincoln Memorial reverse design was nearing its final decade before being replaced by the shield design in 2010. These coins are nostalgic, historic, and potentially profitable. It's a win-win for anyone interested in the world of coins. OUTRO, call TO Action 1331, 15:00 voiceover. So, next time you get change from the store, or you're digging through an old coin jar, don't overlook the 1989 Lincoln penny. You could be sitting on a hidden treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Subscribe now to RF Coins for more deep dives into rare coins, historical currency, and expert collecting tips. Drop a comment if you found a rare penny, and don't forget to like and share this video with your fellow collectors. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your coins closer. Outro music playing on screen. Text RF Coins. Subscribe now. Rare Coin News Weekly. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most underappreciated but surprisingly valuable modern coins, the 1995 Lincoln penny. You heard that right. This little copper-plated cent could be worth more than 99 cents, even reaching values close to $1, and that's no exaggeration. Yes, friends, that's nearly 100 times its face value. And for some rare examples, even more. Segment 1 Background and History. Let's start with a little background. The 1995 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, which is represented by the little D mint mark just under the date. Over 7 billion of these pennies were struck in 1995, so at first glance, they might not seem rare. But here's the twist: quantity doesn't always mean worthlessness in the world of coins. Sometimes it's about condition, errors, demand, and tiny details that set a coin apart from the rest. This penny is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which has been running since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Designed originally by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny has gone through subtle changes over the decades, but that classic profile of President Abraham Lincoln remains a timeless symbol. But why is the 1995 penny so interesting today? Let's find out. Segment 2 Why is this penny worth money? There are a few key reasons why this particular coin is drawing attention in the collector market. First, the value is in the condition. A circulated 1995 penny might be worth a few cents. But if you happen to find one in brilliant uncirculated condition, meaning it still shines like the day it was minted, or even better, one graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC as MS65 or higher, you're looking at real value. Some pristine specimens are currently valued at $0.998 to even over $1, depending on demand and buyer interest. Second, errors. This is where it gets exciting. The 1995 series is notorious for some famous doubling errors, especially the 1995 Philadelphia double die obverse, but even Denver minted coins have minor striking varieties and die breaks that collectors absolutely hunt for. You may see die chips, cuds, misaligned dies, or even slightly off-center strikes that raise the coin's value significantly. A 1995 Lincoln penny with a prominent error can fetch $10, $25, even up to $100 or more, depending on the rarity and the collector's demand. Third, the metal and melt value. Although these coins are made mostly of zinc with a thin copper layer, older copper-heavy pennies from before 1982 are sought after for their melt value. While the 1995 is not a copper-rich coin, some error planchets, like off-metal strikes, make rare appearances. If you found a 1995 struck on the wrong metal, that's jackpot territory. Segment 3 Market Trends and Sales Data. Let's take a look at the market data right now. According to the latest sales and listings on major coin platforms and auction houses, average circulated 1995 Lincoln pennies sell between 2 cents and $0.10. High-grade uncirculated pieces, especially those graded MS 65 and above, can bring in $0.998 to $1.20. Error coins have recently sold for $25 to $120, depending on the error type and coin condition. Full red pennies, which means the original mint luster is fully preserved, are especially desirable. So what does this mean? It means that if you have rolls of 1995 pennies at home, or you regularly go through pocket change or bank boxes, you could be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. One shiny coin with a rare error could make your day. Segment 4 What to look for. The collector's checklist. Here's a quick checklist of what to look for in your 1995 Lincoln penny. Look at the date and mint mark. Does the D look normal? Any doubling? Check for bold or strange features, die breaks, cracks, chips, cuds. Examine the coin's color. Does it still have that bright red tone? Use a 10x magnifier or coin loop to find microerrors not visible to the naked eye. Compare with known examples on trusted collector websites. If you find something exciting, consider getting the coin graded professionally. Trust me, a $1 grading fee could turn your 1-cent coin into a $100 sale. Segment 5 Final thoughts. Why this penny matters. The 1995 Lincoln penny may seem like just another common cent. But in the right condition, with the right errors, or in the hands of the right collector, it transforms into a hidden treasure. It's a reminder of why coin collecting is such a thrilling and rewarding hobby, not just for the money, but for the history, the craftsmanship, and the hunt. So next time you get a handful of change, don't ignore the pennies. That little copper-colored coin might be your next big find. Outro, call TOACTO. And if you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into rare coins, coin values, and market updates, don't forget to subscribe to RF Coins. Like this video to support the channel. Share it with friends and fellow collectors. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable 1995 penny, or want help identifying one. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep checking your change, keep hunting, and keep collecting. This is RF Coins, signing until the next rare discovery. Today, we're diving deep into the 1996 Lincoln penny. Yes, that small copper-colored coin you might overlook every single day could actually be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. In fact, some of these coins are currently selling for as high as $998.069 in the collector's market. That's nearly $1,000 for a single penny, so grab your magnifying glass, check your coin jars, and stay tuned because you might be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. Scene transition, close-up of a 1996 penny spinning in slow motion. Voiceover. Let's take it back to 1996, a year that brought us exciting tech, classic movies, and some very interesting coins from the U.S. Mint. The 1996 Lincoln cent, minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, was struck by the millions, but not all of them are created equal. First, we'll explore the history behind the Lincoln cent and how this iconic coin became a collector's favorite. Second, we'll look at the rare errors and varieties in the 1996 penny that drive up its value. Third, we'll break down the real-time market value of these coins, and what collectors are currently paying on auction sites, coin shows, and online dealers. And finally, we'll tell you how you can find these coins, how to grade them, and where to sell them for top dollar. Segment 1 The history behind the Lincoln penny. Voiceover. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, first released to honor President Abraham Lincoln on his 100th birthday. It became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, and not just Lady Liberty, over the decades, this humble 1-cent coin has undergone changes in composition, mint marks, and design details, all of which add layers of interest for numismatists around the world. By 1996, the penny was being struck in a copper-plated zinc composition, 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper, and featured the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design remained in place until 2008, after which it was replaced by a new series commemorating Lincoln's life. But what makes the 1996 Lincoln penny stand out? Let's find out. Segment 2: Rare Errors and Valuable Varieties. Voiceover: Not every penny is minted perfectly. And that's where collectors go wild. There are error coins and varieties from 1996 that have sold for hundreds, even close to $1,000. Some of the most valuable types to look out for include double die obverse DDO. Some 1996 pennies feature strong doubling on the date or the letters Liberty and In God We Trust. These are extremely sought after by collectors. Center strikes: coins that were misaligned during striking, especially if the date is still visible, are worth more the further off-center they are. Clipped planchets: these coins have a portion missing due to an error in the blanking process. If you find a 1996 penny with a curved clip, keep it. Die cracks and cuds: these raised lines or blobs occur when the dies that strike the coins begin to break. While minor cracks aren't rare, major ones can add real value. Wide AM reverse: although officially phased out after 1992, error coins with a wide AM in later years still pop up on rare occasions and command high prices when authenticated. Some of these error coins have been graded and sold for hundreds of dollars depending on their condition and rarity. That's why even small flaws can mean big money. Segment 3: Market Value and Collector Demand. July 2025 update. Voiceover: Now, here's where things get exciting. The current collector market value of the 1996 Lincoln penny can range dramatically. Circulated condition: if your penny is worn, with visible signs of use, it could still fetch between 10 cents to $2, depending on eye appeal. Uncirculated mint state condition: in MS60 to MS67 grades, prices go much higher. A perfect, shiny, uncirculated 1996 penny can bring in $10 to $50 or more, depending on grading. Rare varieties and errors: this is the jackpot. If you have a certified error, like a strong double die or off-center strike, you're looking at values of $100 to $998.069 or even higher, especially if the coin is graded by PCGS or NGC. That's right. One little penny could almost pay your rent if it's the right one. Segment 4: How to identify and cash in on valuable 1996 pennies. Voiceover: So how do you find these valuable 1996 pennies? Start by checking every penny in your pocket change, old jars, or inherited coin collections. Use a 10x jeweler's loupe or microscope to inspect the coin details closely. Look for doubling, mint marks, and off-center strikes. Compare your coins to online images from trusted sources like PCGS, CoinFacts, or NGC. Consider submitting high-grade or error coins for professional grading. This can significantly increase the value. And most importantly, never clean your coins. Cleaning can destroy their value. Once you've identified a potential winner, you can sell it on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, great collections, or even at local coin shows or dealers who specialize in error coins. Closing scene: background fades into a treasure chest of coins with soft golden light. Voiceover: Arm and enthusiastic. The 1996 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but it's anything but. Whether you're a casual collector or a dedicated coin hunter, always keep your eyes open, because the next time you pick up a penny, it might just be a $998 treasure. Thanks for watching RF Coins, where your pocket change might just change your life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a coin worth a fortune. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and always check your change. End screen with logo. RF Coins. Subscribe for more coin secrets.